Alright. I know this journey hasn't been that long, but I feel like I can kind of trust y'all as we've been through so much together. And because I trust you guys, and I promised myself I'd be honest and authentic, my authentic self when I started my journey, I have a bit of a secret that I've been holding back from you. That stops today. This is intense, but alright guys, no more putting it off. I am kinda hungry. Ed! Can you order us some lunch?
With what money? You don't pay me. Just get on with it.
You know I get hangry when I record if I don't have lunch waiting.
You're lucky there's others willing to pay me for my hard work. Shaking my head. Just go on. Wait, what do you want?
10-piece leg and thigh from the Crazy Chicken, non-sponsored. The coupon is on the counter. Thank you. Now, what was I do? Oh, right. Sorry, guys. Anyways, guys, it's time to come clean. I am... I'm a simp. There, I said it. All right, are you happy now?
Very much so. I was just making sure that people knew that Ed was not lying to them. Alright. I'm gone. Deuces.
I hate him a lot. But technically, he was not telling you the whole truth, for I am a recovering simp, for the record. I have changed, at least a little. No matter what some people may or may not say. But there has been such a time in my adolescent, pre-knighthood life, in which, yes, I was a simp, and a pretty big one, I won't lie. Well, anymore. Let me tell you the story of this girl I knew, called, well, let's just call her Elsa, like Disney princess with ice powers. I wish she had ice powers, but then again, I probably only would have simped harder, which would have been a feat, after what I'm about to tell you. But, kind of felt like she had ice powers because of how cold she was, though. Sorry for that interruption, but, anyways, it's time to talk about my first ever crush, Elsa. I met her in 3rd grade, and I walked in the classroom. It was the first day I walked into the classroom. I saw her, and I was a little 3rd grader that thought he had experienced love for the first time. I thought it was love at first sight. I thought she looked like an angel, blah, blah, blah. Like, there was a literal moment where I literally walked in the room. I saw her, and I took a breath, and I was like, whoa, this feeling on my chest, what is it? Low key, I think I'm in love. Boo, yes, boo, yes, I know, quite corny, but hey, I was in 3rd grade, and that was the beginning of my corny phase, because, you know, I was a simp, spoilers. But anyways, I was beyond smitten ever since that day I met her. When I listened to love songs, I would think of her. I may have wrote songs about her. Are we ever gonna go back to those songs? Absolutely not. But anyways, I had a quote-unquote dilemma. Me and my brother went to this theater class, and sometimes when me and my mom would go to pick my brother up, I would see this girl who's like, to me she was just an adult or older or whatever, but I'm pretty sure she was 18 or whatever. And she, since I was this cute little 3rd grader, she was like, oh, she's so cute. And so and I called her my girlfriend once, and she thought that was cute too. So
you're a victim.
And so, in my head, in a way, she was my girlfriend. And I had a whole thing in my head where I had to choose between the two, and quote unquote chose Elsa. And I even wrote the other girl a breakup letter, which is crazy because I don't think I ever sent it because I didn't know how to mail things because I was 8 years old. But imagine if I did send it. Imagine if that girl got the letters. Did I just get broken up with by an 8-year-old? Wouldn't that be? I would always want to sit next to her. I told her about the songs I wrote, yada yada. I asked if she was ever embarrassed by me. I literally asked her in the middle of classes, were you ever embarrassed by me? Or, because everybody knew about it, because I was far from discreet. But I asked her, "Are you ever embarrassed by me?" And she told me, she's like, she whispered to me, I think. She said, "It's only embarrassing if you say it out loud." And I was like, oh, huge L, bro. Oh my goodness. After that, I still held that hope because, I was a simp. But eventually, it was clear to me I had to move on.
2,000 years later.
The junior year of high school, those feelings came flooding back once I realized we were both single again. I wanted to date to homecoming that year. Your boy was known as the dancer back in the day. Like I said, I was the dancer back in the day. So I could have cut a rug on my own back then, but it wasn't about that this time around. Since I was less confident back then, I was still nervous about asking her out. So I put a card in her locker to ask her, like a cornball, but yet she said yes anyway. So man, hype. I was excited. I was so excited. I was trying to coordinate outfits with her. I was trying to buy her a corsage, yada yada yada. Fast forward to the day of the dance. I got there a little early. I bought this double corsage for her, bro. I bought her. It's not one flower on your wrist. That's two big old flowers that I put on her wrist eventually. But I was holding it in a little see-through box, so it was like, oh my gosh, bro, I really got the double. I was showing out, really. But anyways, we exchanged the little flowers. I gave her a corsage. She gave me a boutonniere, I think that flower is called. We danced. She left early with her friend, but overall I had a great time because your boy was cutting a rug on the dance floor. Regardless, we took some nice pictures. It was a fun night, and to me it was a great night overall. So dance was on a Friday, I believe. It was on a Friday or Saturday. Dance was on a Friday, let's say, and then on Sunday on my way home from church, she sends me this big old paragraph on Snapchat, telling me that she just wanted to be friends, essentially. And man, oh man, I was hurt, man. I was in my feelings. It was bad, man. Like on Saturday, I even jumped the gun and posted the pictures that we took on Instagram. Because what high school kid didn't post about their high school dance experience like other people cared, and captioned it with best homecoming ever. And that ended up becoming quite bittersweet, if I do say so myself. And yeah, that's that. I don't really keep up with her anymore. Asked her to get coffee once when we graduated, but she kind of ghosted me, so yeah, pretty bad. One of the video, you were probably thinking, holy, you need some help. And listen, okay, listen. I see where you're coming from, but I have sought help. I went to an AA meeting. Sorry. When I got to my turn and said I was a simp, they kicked me out. I thought it stood for Addicts Anonymous, not just Alcoholics Anonymous. Like, why don't you say, who says Alcoholics Anonymous? They just say AA, but you could argue that she was my addiction, so I still needed to be there. But anyways, it's details. But if you like me telling stories this way, or whether it be simp related or otherwise, let me know in the comments below. And hey, you can always smash that like button for free. And who doesn't like free? Anyways, thank you for listening, watching. This is the homie Holy Now out. And you better save me some chicken thighs.